Perpetual infinity, a phrase that sounds really neat but really means nothing. It's an oxymoron. So on your Star Trek on your Discovery bingo chart, that's the category of pretentious title. And you really got to dig into the more you, man. John D.F. Black, in one of the extras for the original series said, in your writing this type of science fiction, you can only ask your audience to accept one impossible thing per story. Now, a lot of things can branch out from that, but you have to have only one impossible item for the audience to believe in. And where things fall apart is when you start adding in other ones, and you start trying you stretch the suspension of disbelief, to the breaking point at that point. And they would just, no, forget it. You're out. I'm out. And that's really the whole thing of Discovery in a nutshell. I mean, starting off with the fact that you're believing that Starfleet would ever trust Michael Burnham with, anything. Under any circumstances. So, and then it builds on from there. And it's like, and this story is loaded with stuff. It's like, no. And it's like they're pulling them as you got rules set up in one episode, and literally the next episode they're totally ignored, and then they rewrite the rule book. There's no consistency. Not even forget the original series. There's no consistency with themselves. Week to week, it keeps shuffling the board. And the best I can say right here is you got idiotic trips being very well acted. And as long as you don't actually stop and think about it or rewatch it at all, oh yeah, it's really this is such a moving thing. It means nothing. The dialogue, if you look at it, it's scripted, it's stupid. And you start thinking that, wait a minute, how the hell did she see all these points in Michael's life? Because whenever the Red Angel appears, there's a great big humongous red wormhole that appears where then I think Vulcan would notice that. Okay. In fact, it's wondering when she the one thing in the story, she showed up to save Michael as a little kid. No one else noticed this, just Spock. I think a lot of people around the surrounding area would see a great big glowing red thing in the night sky. So it's just, the plausibility factor is not even there. Never mind, any kind of scientific, real. It's just, it doesn't pass the giggle test, okay? And of course, you got, let's see, temporal forces, kind of a tug of war. How the hell does that even remotely relate to laws of motion? They don't. They're just citing Isaac Newton to something. See, we know science. We like science. That's like Spock. That's the only missing. I like science. Oh, it's a good thing you're a science officer, isn't it, there, Spocky? It's like, God. Oh, Lord. And of course, Mama Michael Burnham and Mama Burnham with their special Stark Industries, time suit, with a little help from Hank Pym, with the Red Wasp, Red Angel. That's what you're looking at here. But it's just the stupid is just so thick on here, and it's also apparently written by people who know nothing about computers and file transfers. Again, you transfer a file from one point to another. That file is still on your computer, okay? When I email a picture to somebody, I still have that picture on my computer. It's just, copied and sent off. So, I think they're probably taking a note from when they did the thing where they sent, on the Voyager, where they sent the doctor, the holographic doctor, through the little wormhole onto the Prometheus, and somehow that resulted in the entire thing leaving. But I think the nature of his program is that would, say it would be actually moving the file and not just copying it. The Oxford United beat Wickham 2-1. Yes, okay. All right, go blue, go yellow, go Oxford. Go on. Bull, 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 bull. Okay. It was like the last week they were talking about how the power required to do something there, but then suddenly now they have the power to do pretty much something even worse. And again, they really should have titled this Genesis of the Borg, because that's what we got now. That's what Lane has become. He's become the first official Borg. Except it's now Borg with an evil twirly mustache. That's something that Rob pointed out in the Midnight Edge chat. It's like before, the Borg were really just more of, force of nature thing. It's Galactus, come to eat your planet. Have a nice day. It wasn't, I will live you. And one thing by Gary's pointed out, it's like the AI wants to become sentient. I think actually you go through it again. The AI is already sentient. It just wants to evolve. They keep saying that over and over. He's all indebted to evolve. I'm still not quite sure how that works, but okay, fine. It's still stupid. There's still no explanation of what the hell this sphere was in the first place. Not even a throwaway line. It's just there. And, of course, the time crystal. No explanation whatsoever of what this thing is. We're just supposed to accept, oh, yeah, time crystal. Use it all the time, right? No. First and only time this has ever been mentioned within Star Trek. And we're supposed to accept it like it's a common thing. Like, oh, there's still a time crystal. Oh, well, that makes sense. No, it doesn't. There's been previous events of going back through time usually involve, slingshotting the ship around the sun. It cause an implosion to get that same sort of velocity, and guarding it forever, or slipping through a wormhole the wrong way. Time crystal, and they keep saying the time crystal. That's normally a placeholder phrase for when you have your technical advisors, come up with something a little more, plausible sounding. Only I don't think they have any technical advisors on the show. They just go with, they figured the stuff they churn out is, oh, it's perfect the way it is. Go with it. And it's like, you guys have no clue what you're doing. This is junior high fanfic level crap you're churning. And we're supposed to be going, squealing all over the place. Oh my God, they mentioned Andorian. Oh, Deneva. I remember Deneva. Yeah, I remember Deneva too. You ain't doing it right, okay? Randomly citing references is not honoring canon. All it's doing is just showing how much you really don't know what you're doing. You're trying to cover it up. Thankfully, we've only got a few more of this crap to go through. And because of the 2-week, basically Fox sitting things out a bit and running reruns, while March Madness runs its course. When Discovery ends, there'll still be a few more Orvilles left to go, so we can cleanse the palate that way. So we just got to slog through the next few ones here and think. But good Lord. Oh, and we get the Klingorks back. We get to visit a little monastery on whatever, the Bora, something else. And catch up again with a little plastic Klingon baby. I guess they figured it was cheaper to just get a toy baby, put a Klingon instead of trying to deal with a real baby, which is probably better for all concerned. All right. PayPal, Patreon, other things down below, and I'm not just citing that. Yeah, we are needing help here, guys. Because God knows how long it's going to take for this insurance thing to run its course. If some of the more ethical lawyer ads you see out there, they'll tell you, it's not winning the lottery. Okay, yeah, you might get, if you really need, and a good I am confident, based on our lawyer's track record, we'll do well. But that's all I'm going to say on that. I've already said too much of this, but it's still going to take a while. Okay? And we have expenses too, and not just our storage units. We also got some medical things to deal with here because I won't go into details because it's pity, but we do have to pick up stuff periodically and change managers or whatever. There's maintenance stuff involved here that we can't do very often because of the stuff's expensive. But yeah, those links are on there. They're not just there for show. We really need help here, guys. We need it constantly. I hate to be e-begging on here, but that's where we're at. So, links are down below, and I'm not even going into the torpedo launchers on the nacelles. Why the hell not? I mean, where's you going to put them on that spindly ship anyway? And frankly, the design of that ship, that's the least of the issues there. And what I've got a problem is the TARDIS-like interior with the turbo sheds. Like, it looks like the luggage system of the DIA. It's like, where are the decks? It's all nothing but scaffolding and tubes and things going weird. You know what it reminded me of? Space Mountain at Disneyland. Going through that mess. Only a few more episodes, guys. And then who the hell knows what's going to happen with season 3, if it really actually happens. Because there's, some show, I think it's Winona Earp got renewed for another season, but the money's not there, so they're not going to do it, apparently, unless somebody comes through with the major books. So it's like, I think nothing's final until the Getza hits the screen, and even then. Catch you later.